There's something wanna tell you. After I got shoot, you wanna know the very first thing that entered my mind. Before I black out, coins. I'm 8 years old again, on a tour of the US mine. I'm listening to a guide explain how coins are made, how they're punched out of sheet metal, how they're rimmed and beveled, how they're stamped and cleaned, and how each and every batch of coins are personally examined. Just in case any have slipped through with the slightest imperfection. That's what popped into my head. I am a coin in the United States Army. I was meant in the year 1980. I've been punched from sheet metal. I've been stamped and cleaned. My ribs have been rimmed and beveled. But now I have two small holes in me. I'm no longer in perfect condition. So there's something else I wanna tell you. Right before everything went black. You wanna know the very last thing that entered my mind. You. Before running to Savannah's bag, John had already grabbed the bag by jumping off the 20-foot pier.
My bag! So much! Who jumped off 20-foot pier? So, you're a lifesaver. I'm Savannah.
John.
John! Great man! So, this is my life in here, so I owe you.
Don't worry about it.
Nice to meet you, John.
After they got acquainted, Savannah invited John to a barbecue at her house instead of just treating him to a beer.
Something?
Yeah.
Really? What branch are you in?
I'm special force.
Oh, special forces. That's impressive. That isn't like special forces ring they give you. It looks nice on you. That's why it's cool.
Vindi!
I'm just joking with it.
You shouldn't make that is bare hands with you.
Big guy, rock them, shut them. Let's go. Hope at that. You know, I'm gonna get the soldier. It's your...
I'm sorry, but he thinks you like me.
Yeah, I think he likes you.
No, I'm not his type. He just doesn't know it yet.
Come on, you're probably everybody's type. See what I mean?
See what I mean? I think it's who I think is it? Who I think it is? Alan? Alan? Hi, Putri! This is Alan. I want to meet John. John, this is Alan.
Alan, nice to meet you.
Say hi. He's a little bit shy, isn't he? Where's your dad?
After that, the second as usual.
John.
Oh, you special force?
Yeah. Sorry.
You said that. Sorry, there's a light
John.
Nice to meet you. Are you special forces?
Yes, sir.
Starting up for break.
No, Germany and Sweden.
You're on leave?
Yes, sir.
I hope you're enjoying yourself. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Nice to meet you too. Come on, son. Let's go.
Let's go! Hello, John!
Hello, Alan.
Wow, that's really amazing.
What?
Because he never talks to anybody, only his family.
He talked to you.
Yeah, but I'm practically his family. I've known he since was born.
Because Savannah wanted to meet John's father, John brought Savannah to his house. Because John's father didn't talk much, John warned Savannah not to make a fuss about it later. And in the end, Savannah and John's father met and became acquainted.
Hey, this is Savannah.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Tyree.
This is my...
He got explained. He kind of fly with his phone.
This is amazing.
True, John. Actually, not easy anymore.
Hey, we should probably meet you.
What is coin?
That's Salvadorian rules is actually... Do you want to see someone?
Absolutely yes, if you don't mind.
What is the one then?
Thanks.
This is a humorous one. This is a satirical coin.
This is massive.
Yeah. William Jean Bryan, when he ran for president, he believed in no, don't turn it over, leave it here. Do you remember that he had the free silver police? Do you remember? And my guy was his opponent, and he went here. Now see, that's a real silver dollar. That's the size of silver dollar. And Mike kindly said that if Brian had his way, then the silver dollar would be that big. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Can you imagine walking around with that in your pocket?
That's really funny.
Now, this. I have some to show you. This is fascinating. These are matching color.
We can do this right now. We can be here all night.
And the Savannah was finally brought home by John.
Unless you're dead, you should make hard to be here.
I can tell if we can. Hey, Savannah. I'll see you soon today.
I'll see you soon then, John.
While on the beach, John was looking for Savannah, and they finally met. Then they talk about their next relationship because John was going to the military for those 12 months, which made Savannah worried. Worried about missing out? After chatting, Savannah suddenly talked about her father. According to John, Savannah thought that John's father was autistic. John did not accept it, and they had a fight.
Never mind, John.
No.
Let's go.
Come here.
What?
What were you talking about?
I grew up with the kid autistic, so I have regrets.
Whoa, autistic. You say my name like Alan? You say my name retarded.
No, I'm not retarded, John. He is autistic. This is Adrian.
I think you study my name. You think I don't know it's not normal? I live my dad, my entire life. You think I need you to tell me about that? You think I need you to tell me about that?
Hey, so dear.
No, it's-
Leaving so soon. You said? Savannah?
how you get your answer?
After a fight, John finally approached Savannah to Savannah's house.
I don't think she's come now.
But he hasn't gone back to school yet.
She normally says goodbye before she has been, but
Oh shit, Tim.
hey, I like it. I think it's making great.
I think I have an idea. If you make here again, it's my fault.
I don't know what I was thinking. Sneaking up behind Nanda.
If you see her, can you give her a message from me?
You wanna hang down?
I'm not sure she did. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
After John sent a letter to Savannah and Savannah read it, she finally came to John's house.
Get your nut. Short, sweet, to the point. Sorry, John.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel that. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm business pretending no I'm a doctor.
I was watching him today.
John, please, I'm serious. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's been nothing.
Okay.
I headed back to school and I just want to make sure of that, you know?
Make sure that what?
I made you promise, didn't I? You write the first note, so I wrote mine.
Okay. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Come on. My dad made a little extra for you. You know it's Saturday.
I can only sleep a little while.
Okay, what we gonna do?
You good, okay?
Sure, we are good. Alright. See you.
Dear John, 2 weeks together. That's all it took. 2 weeks for me to fall in love with you. Now we have 1 year apart. But what's 1 year apart after 2 weeks like that together? You made me a promise I know you'll keep. So I only want one more promise from you during this time we spent apart. Tell me everything. Write it all down, John. Scribble it in a notebook. Type it out. Email it to me. I don't care. But I wanna know everything. Then we'll be with each other all the time, even if we're not with each other. That way, before we know it, I'll see you soon. Then, after John arrived at the military academy, they couldn't keep up with each other. They can only send through the news. And John wrote the letter for the first time since he was assigned to the military. Dear Savannah, I promise I'll see you soon. I promise I'll write all the time. I promise I'll tell you everything. Be patient with me. It might take a while for the sliders to get back to you. We've already been deployed out on a mission. Come on, soldier. Move it. Move it. Let's go. The problem is we can't exactly use the local postal system here. And there's no such thing as internet connection. So I have to send everything from here out by airmail. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to say exactly where he is. All I can tell you is where we've been seen. Makes me miss America very much. And the lack of anything resembling an ocean makes me miss Charleston. And everything around me makes me miss you. We move around a lot, so letters tend to come late and out of order. We may want to number our letter, just so we know which order we wrote them in. But when they do finally get here, it's a good day. Whenever they don't, but I know they'll still come. I know it. That's right. They continue to exchange newspaper, describing each other's event.
This is a one of kind of a coin that's in really bad shape, worthless to the post collector.
But not to you?
No, not to me.
What is your favorite coin? Out of all that you have, what is your absolute favorite coin? Do you have one?
78 Jefferson more. That'd be my favorite, definitely.
What is it worth the most?
Well, it's worth a lot, not the most, but you know.
What story behind it?
When I was 7 years old, I bought an ice cream cone. On the way home, I noticed one of the pennies wasn't actually a penny. I don't know. At first, I loved chasing after those mules with my father. We finally had something to talk about. You know, something we could do together. But he became obsessed with them. You know how he is. And then I became a teenager, and you know how I am. All the way up to Worcester for another coin show. No, I'm not doing that. Eventually, he stopped talking about coins with me altogether. And when that happened, we found there wasn't all that much left to talk about. So that's the story. After work, it was no time for John to return home. After arriving home, Savannah invited John to meet his parents and invite his father, although she is a little hesitant because of his condition.
Hey, what are you doing here? Look at this TV. Are you coming with us?
Please, Mr. Tyree. My parents are so excited to meet you.
Yeah. You hungry? I made meatloaf.
I know you made me love. It's Saturday.
We can take it with us.
We can take it with us. You mind if we can take it with us?
Should I turn around?
Stop the car. Please stop the car.
Okay, no, I have to get out of the car, please. I
We can breathe.
Hi, Mr. Tyree. You alright?
Hello, welcome my girl.
Hello, Mom. This is John.
John, I feel like I already know you. What's your father? Did he got person?
No.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just glad homesick. We talk about canceling with everything that's going on, but we felt like everybody should be together. I've been briefing him in the car and I think he's good.
It was good enough. I was training as an island.
I love him already.
Mrs. Curtis, hi, Savannah. Hey, dude, how's it going, John? It's good to see you again. Alright, you should drink. I will get one for you.
Yes, thank you. John?
What he doing in here?
He is in here because I invited him. Live and serve up the...
What are you like hanging out now?
He is not really bad, John. He is very kind. I swear to you, John.
Here you go. It's verbal. It's not gonna kill you.
You are bad, John.
Oh, John, I want to apologize for the way I treated you. If I had known that Savannah was actually going with you, I wouldn't have treated you that way. In all seriousness, I'm so sorry, John.
Fair enough.
If you need anything, enjoy yourself.
So this is him?
Here! Not separated from you, Dad.
Rosen, I've been paged by Rika, honey. Your boyfriend needs to know this thing.
He's absolutely right. Nice to meet you, Mr. Curtis.
But I think Tim here might have already to the punch.
Thank you, sir.
Well, glad you could join us.
While John was talking to Savannah's father, Savannah heard that John had signed up for Special Force and had extended his term. At first, Savannah was disappointed with John's decision, but in the end, Savannah tried to figure it all out. After a long night, it was time for John to leave for the military again. After being in the military, Savannah was still sending letters to John. But after a while, Savannah seemed to have disappeared and was no longer sending letters to John. John continued to wait for a letter from Savannah until finally he received a letter from Savannah. But unfortunately, the content of the letter were that Savannah asked for a breakup with John for no apparent reason because she suddenly married another man.
You wanna talk about it?
Nothing to talk about. She found everybody else.
You get any idea who it is?
No, she didn't say. I mean, I got a pretty good news.
Look, man, this happened, look. I mean, you'll get holiday, you get home, circumstances. So, the cycle,
They already got engaged.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. Let me know if I can do anything, alright?
Yeah?
Following that, the soldiers were assigned to oversee an area that frequently occurs in war. Here, the members of the military received reports from citizens that they were attacked. And finally, John and his friend came down to fight them. However, John was shot during the shooting action.
Tyree! Do you read me?
After John was shot, he was admitted to a German hospital for recovery. After John recovered, he went to the captain of the squad to tell him that he wanted to extend his job. At first, the captain didn't agree because his job was done and John had managed to be a good soldier. But the captain couldn't stop John's decision. After it was agreed that John would get back on duty to fight after everything was finished, suddenly John got the news that his father was sick.
His contract is not received. He's not able to forces. It's hard for me to say close the door with who he is. Because we don't know how long he was gone before they found him.
If I had been there to fight him like this earlier, do you think it would be different?
I love it. I really love it.
After visiting his father, John went home first and he wrote a letter to his father. Savannah gets a call from Tim.